How to prepare competency-based learning materials. First, you need to use your session plan and competency-based curriculum. Now, using your session plan, let's open your PTS templates and open the CBLM and assessment tools document found in your CD that has been given to you under the PTS folder. Okay, then open the file, insert the appropriate picture. You can download the pictures directly from the internet. Now copy the sector using your competency-based curriculum. Okay. Now take note, you may use the CBLM as a guide in developing your training. Now your CBC can be found in the www.tesda.gov.ph under program and services, and click download, then search for qualifications. Okay, so copy the unit of competency that has been given to you and the module title that has been given to you based from your session plan that has been previously prepared. Now use your name as prepared by. Don't forget to insert your logo, the school logo, whatever your school is. Okay, then the address, the name of your school, and the logo of your school, the address. Don't forget it in the first page or the cover page. Okay. Next is the competency-based learning material summary. Okay, at this point you are going to require to download the training regulation in the www.tesda.gov.ph. It is found in the lower part of the download page under program and services, and download, then find for the training regulation. In training regulation, you can find for the summary of competencies. Here you can find the code needed in the list of competencies. What you're going to do is just copy the qualification title and the unit of competencies. You're going to require the core competencies only. Okay, so say for instance computer hardware servicing, there are 4 core competencies, so copy the core competencies. Then the module title. Usually the module title add ing to the introductory statement, like install computer system and network will become installing computer system and network, and so on and so forth. Then copy the code that has been required in the page 2 of your CBLM. Then highlight or make the topic in bold paste. Now next page, in the third page, and how to use the competency-based learning materials. Now replace the blank page provided using your unit of competency, qualification title, the module title. Okay, then yes, the module title. Then also give the next appropriate module. Say for instance install computer system and network will be, the next is diagnose or diagnosing, so put the appropriate succeeding module. Next, edit now your footer, put your school logo. Okay, then put the CBLM in computer hardware servicing NC2, and put the unit of competency or the module title. You can choose either unit of competency or module title. Okay. In the next column, then write the date developed, example June 10, 2012, and the developed by. Then use an appropriate code. Next page is the module content. Module content can be found in your competency-based curriculum. Okay. Find for the detailed content of your competency-based curriculum using table of contents. Say for instance, this one. Then locate it in your CBC, I should say. Then the first page of your module content will be the first page also of your CBC particular competency. Example, install unit of competency. Just copy the content, then the module title. Okay. Next is the module descriptor. Just copy the module descriptor. Then the nominal duration. Okay, next, put the nominal duration based from the CBC or the competency-based curriculum. Then put the learning outcomes. Say for instance, this installed computer system and network has only 3 learning outcomes. Next, put the assessment criteria. Now in assessment criteria, you are required to put the entire assessment criteria from LO1, LO2, and LO3. Say for instance, in LO1 there are 7, and LO2 has also 7, total of 14, plus LO3 also 7, total of 28 assessment criterias. Since your module content is the entire content of your CBLM. Okay, next is next page. You're going to edit your learning outcome number 2. So your learning outcome has been given to you by your trainer based from the topic that has been assigned to you. Then put the learning content. Then the appropriate learning content. Now remember, in your session plan, we remove those content that has been redundant to other learning outcomes. So please take note to remove also in your CBLM, since you don't need to discuss that content anymore in your CBLM. Next, copy the appropriate assessment criteria on that particular learning outcome number. Okay. Then the assessment criteria. Or the assessment methods. And next one is the learning experience in the appropriate learning outcome that has been assigned to you. Now use your session plan in preparing your learning experience. Follow the procedure in your activities. Like say for instance, read information sheet, then followed by answer self-check, then followed by compare answer key. Then if you have a blended, then insert also view multimedia presentation. Then if you have demonstration, put the perform task sheets and rate your own performance. Then also proceed to the next content, which is read information sheet again, then answer self-check, then compare answer key. Then if there's another learning content, follow the same procedure again using your session plan. The read, the perform, or the read, the answer, and compare. Okay, so you're only required to prepare one learning outcome. So it is based from the topic that has been assigned to you. In special instruction, for every information sheet, put a specific special instruction. Okay, in the answer key, put a special instruction like try to answer the self-check without looking at the key answer. In compare answer key, you can put also a special instruction. You may refer to my sample CBLM. And view multimedia presentation, you may ask your trainer on the different multimedia and the video presentation needed. In task sheet, you're going to specify the safety procedures in performing the activity. In performance criteria checklist, you may tell your trainees to repeat the process if they fail to establish the performance criteria. So the same statement will be used in each activities. Now in your information sheet, please try to have a special instruction related to your content. Okay, that is the learning experience. Next, you're now going to prepare for the first information sheet based from your learning experience or your session plan. Take note, your learning experience is based from your session plan. Then your information sheet are based from your learning experience. Now, in information sheet, there is learning objectives, so you can use the Bloom's taxonomy that has been provided to you. In your PTS templates, find for the Bloom's taxonomy document. Now find for the appropriate learning experience or appropriate learning objective needed. There's an appropriate learning adjectives that we can use. Also, you can use comprehension, since comprehension and learning objectives is appropriate for your information sheets. Then don't forget to put an introduction to your information sheet, since this first paragraph is considered as the overview of the topic that you have been discussed in your information sheet. For example, systems specification. So I specify the different topics that needed to be accomplished in preparing the information sheets. Okay, next is you're now going to discuss for the, so you can use different sources of material such as internet, or you can use reference book. You can use other materials, since we have enough equipment to convert your documents, such as we have scanner. If you're using hard copy, we can scan your document using optical imaging resolution or optical character recognition to translate your document into a digital copy. So for my example, I only use a specific website to gather my information sheets. Okay, you can use multiple websites to have your appropriate information sheets. Now, in preparing your information sheet, make sure that you arrange the document based from the arrangement of tabs, arrangement of indentions, and so on and so forth. The standard font will be Bookman Old Style, and the font size will be 12. Okay, in preparing for your information sheet, please take note of the different indentions and tabs and numberings. Okay, next step is we're going to add pictures and illustrations, since your information sheet will be more presentable if there is such picture illustration. So we're going to find for the appropriate pictures. Say for instance, part of computer like CPU. So I find for the picture of CPU, the picture of memory. Okay. Then a picture of hard drive. Okay. You can also use reference book, since we're going to scan your books so that you can paste it directly from your CBLM. Okay, next is we're now going to prepare for your self-check. For every information sheet, you are required to prepare one self-check. In self-check, use the appropriate code based from your information sheets. Then, in the type of exam, you are required to prepare an objective type of exam such as multiple choice, enumeration, labeling, true or false, matching type, and so on and so forth. And please use the appropriate instruction on how to use the self-check. Say for instance, in multiple choice or in true or false. Now in preparing your self-check, in multiple choice, you are required to prepare at least 5 questions for every self-checks. Then for every options in your multiple choice, you are required to prepare or you are required to arrange the statements or the different items in alphabetical arrangement. And each option should be in the first letter should be in capital. In true or false, the redundancy of true and false answers should be in random arrangement. Also the same in multiple choice, it should be in random arrangement. Next is you're going to prepare for the key answer or the answer key. Use the appropriate code based from your self-check and information sheet, and put the appropriate answer for your answer key. Now you are required to prepare at least 5 questions in your self-check. Okay, next, based from your learning experience, we're going to prepare task sheets. Now your task sheet use the appropriate code based from your information sheet. Okay. In your performance objective, please use a norm reference based performance objective and refer to the Bloom's taxonomy on the psychomotor list of objectives. Okay, we're going to use the application. So use the appropriate adjectives in applications or psychomotor list of appropriate objectives. Now, in making your task sheet objectives, it should be measurable and time bounded. Say, for instance, perform these appropriate activities in appropriate time or in exact time, or assemble computer in 1 hour. It should be measurable. Then specify the supplies and materials needed in performing the task. Now, in other information sheet, we're required to prepare job sheets, operation sheets, or task sheet. You may select the appropriate activities needed based from your session plan. If you are performing a chunk of activity, so you are required to prepare a task sheet. If you are performing a whole activity, you are required to prepare a job sheets. Or if you are preparing an activity that based from maintenance of a certain equipment, you're going to prepare operation sheets. Now you're going now to add the steps and procedure in preparing your activities. Now, in step and procedure, you don't need to state the steps or activity that they are going to perform, because you discuss it already in your information sheet. What are you going to do is to put the instruction on how your trainer may obtain the activities needed. Next is the performance criteria. In preparing your performance criteria, it should be objective based, and it should be past tense. The statement should be in past tense statement, since you presume that when your trainee is referring to the performance criteria, the activity has been already performed. Okay, you may prepare at least 5 performance criteria checklist. Now, based from the learning experience, the next activity is we're now going to prepare another information sheets. Okay, so we're going to perform the same procedure: the information sheet, the code, the title, learning objectives, and so on and so forth. Now, you are required to prepare the entire content. If your learning experience is requiring you to prepare a 5 information sheet, you must finish the entire content in your CBLM.